All right, are we
Yeah,
live?
there we go.
Hell yeah! All right, are we good to get spooked, guys?
Yeah, that's not get spooky, my man.
All right, just give me a moment. All right, my name is Juhors. I run Silent Hill. Um, are we going for a countdown?
Go for it.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Get spook. So this is Silent Hill 1, and it's on the PlayStation 1. I'm running this on the OG PlayStation. So right off the bat, right now we are gonna kill ourselves.
Sounds about accurate. I mean, the game's
Yeah, it's very accurate. You
spooky.
just have to go. Yeah, doesn't get spookier than just killing yourself in the run. So Silent Hill 1 is a psychological survival horror game made by Konami. Rip Konami, by the way.
Rip.
Yeah. And this game is all about Harry Mason, this guy who got into a car crash with his daughter, Cheryl. And Cheryl has ran away into somewhere in the town, so he has to go and find her. So yeah. Alright, right out the bat, we are gonna hit this little curb right here. It saves a bit of time. Let's see. Okay, I got it.
There you go. So how
I'm
exactly
gonna
does it save
go.
time, though?
If you go like, I think because Harry just walks into the alleyway and that's it. If you go into like the sidewalk, it just doesn't save time a lot. All right, we're going into this place right now. This little alleyway.
Let's hope they all behave, though, because this is coming up.
Oh god. Oh yeah, there's gotta be RNG involved in this. Later on, there's gonna be like two children that's gonna try to get me, or will get me actually. One of them is gonna grab me, and one of them is gonna like knife me.
And that's the ideal strategy for that.
Yeah.
Because mainly, right now we're in a dream state. Joe is going to try getting out of this dream state as soon as possible to begin the game. And in order to do that, you must actually, as he said, kill himself. But the fastest way to do that is to get triggered on the enemies. So let's hope we can get it.
Alright. Left, strafe, into the child, grab. Hopefully this guy will knife me, and I will jump in right now? No, okay, never mind. It's a bit longer, but yeah, it's just RNG dependent. Alright, so right now, we wake up in a cafe, and we meet Sybil Bennett, the officer, yeah. And then she just tells us, about what happens in this town, and yeah, she gives you a pistol because there's spooky things in Silent Hill. So I'm gonna grab this flashlight and a map. I'm gonna grab this health drink as well because it's gonna be safer for me.
That's
in
probably
this
a good
run.
idea for a marathon run.
Yeah, and then this knife as well because if you don't take these 3 items, when you go to the store right here, it says like a text saying that you have to like search around in this cafe just to get out of this cafe.
We got that best cutscene right there.
We got the radio. What's gonna happen? I'm scared, guys.
Spooky, dude.
Oof. Oh god.
4-shot, dude.
Hopefully. Nah, it's just 5-shot. Alright, so there's RNG involved in the enemies. So enemies can be spawned in like different places later on in this game. And it can act like really differently as well. So right now we're just gonna go ahead and take 3 keys from the area. And here's a good time for me to talk about movement in this game. So because this game is like tank control, there's gonna be really different movement about this game. So if I could bring up a game like Resident Evil or Dino Crisis, those games, when you walk forward, when you stop, it actually stops immediately. Silent Hill acts really different. So in this case, because Harry, let's compare Harry to a race car. He's like the same. And like if you go forward, he could go like really more forward. if I stop, it's like braking. So like the controls for this game is really difficult for movement wise.
So as you guys will see, Joe's gonna have to make sure he stops properly in a lot of these areas, or else you might accidentally bump into them or pass them.
Yeah. I'm up to my second key right now. Oh god. That
So
guy
yeah, this
almost hit
section's
me.
more of just kind of a gathering section. Joe has to gather a few keys. There's about 3 of them. You saw
No,
a guy
get away!
cruising around the basketball court. He just grabbed one from the police car, and he's gonna be grabbing a third one. You need these, and you also need a map to find the third key. And you have that famous scene where you have the wait a minute, there's a doghouse here. Where's the dog?
Oh yeah. So later on, after collecting the 3 keys, I have to go and do a trigger hunting thing, which is to pick up the papers, but like it's in like a few minutes, like probably like a minute later. So get out of here.
Coming up. Yeah, the early game's a lot of street running.
Alright, so now the minute of walking or running begins. No, get out of here. Oh, these air screamers really wanna
They're not being kind to you.
yeah.
That's about accurate for marathon luck, though. And
Alright,
the air
so
screamers
1 minute
mostly
of running.
good.
Yeah.
I was saying those the air screamers are mostly just annoying. They're not going to do too much damage to you. Damage isn't really too huge of an issue until later in the game. Early game though, they're more just they will stop your movement dead on, and it's really annoying to get back into that.
Alright, so coming up is the trigger hunting thing, which I have to pick up papers and like Alexi said, if you don't pick up the papers and just go to the doghouse immediately, there's gonna be like a text that says, "Oh, there is a doghouse, but there's no dog around," even though there's like 2 dogs who just wanna kill you.
Well, if that's not their house.
Alright, I got it. On the dot.
There you go. Good movement. Okay, now that we got all the keys, we can start going to the next section of the game. We're having a really awkward hallway coming up as well. We're gonna see if Joe can make it. This
Oh god,
hallway
yeah.
is really awkward just because it is very weird in how Harry stops. You want to make sure you can either stop him on the dot or you move in a specific way so you don't bump into the door. You will lose a little bit of time.
Oh no,
you
bumped
into
it.
didn't you?
Yeah, I bumped
There
it.
it is. It
I
doesn't lose
failed
too much
KP
time.
hands.
It's one of those little things that will add up to the total of the run. And another thing I want to mention for Joe here is there's going to be 2 types of timers. Right now, we do have a real timer, which is the one running on the marathon side. But we're also going to get an additional timer at the end, which will show us how Joe actually did. And it'll have a bunch of little time saves like that one in the beginning.
Alright, duck run. So I'm not gonna turn on my flashlight right here. I'm gonna turn on my flashlight really soon as well, because there's gonna be a corner cut, then I can probably make it. And it saves like what? Bunch of time. There you go. That's the corner cut. Alright, so I'm coming into school, and school is gonna be a bit like kind of different because I'm gonna explain a lot about doors. I'm gonna turn off my light, I forgot about that. And turning on my lights right here.
There you go. But yeah, the reason why Joe has to mess around with the lights is that the light in this game not only helps you see, but it'll help all your enemies see. So the dogs can attack him, the air screamers can attack him if he leaves that light on. It's a good counterbalance of movement in the game and light.
Alright, now you're gonna see me do a lot of things about doors, like going, like tilting myself to the left or to the right, because it's much more easier for Harry to like, go onto the door. If he just runs all the way straight, he may bump into the door, and it causes time.
Yes. In addition, these little gray children will be a bit of an issue for Joe. We're gonna see if we can make each one of them. They're all very specific.
It's kind of stupid that Harry can just bump into doors like that.
Yep.
Alright.
Alright. Well, let's see how you're gonna do on this.
Oh no. I think I missed it. Yeah, I missed it.
Yeah, it's an awkward angle to get. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. It's very dead on, it's very specific, like a lot of the things in Silent Hill 1.
Alright. So I got the gold medallion, and we're gonna go to the clock tower in the middle
Hey,
of
clock tower.
the whole school. Yeah. Hey, Dice also runs clock tower.
It's a good game. But yeah, a duo has to go to the clock tower, or else the rest of the game won't actually open up. It'll prevent you from advancing just by having the next puzzle be closed if he does not go to this clock tower first and input the tablet.
I call it medallion.
That makes more sense, actually.
Yeah, because okay, oh my god, dude. Because if you try to get the silver medallion with the gold medallion on you, the piano room that is coming up next doesn't really open up at all.
Yeah, we'll stay
And
closed.
it stays locked until you put the gold medallion onto that thing. I'm gonna turn
Right.
off my lights right here, yeah.
Also, so far the grade children been being very well behaved so far.
Alright, puzzle
They're only
movement.
pretty bad enemies because they can potentially grab you and it wastes a lot of time.
Oh hell yeah. Alright, so cursor movement, like puzzles, normally we use analog for that because it's much more faster. Using D-pad is alright as well, but like if you use wow, what was that?
That was awkward. That was a very awkward movement there. But it worked. I mean, you didn't get grabbed.
Alright. This is a technical thing. Go in front, stop, turn off your lights, go back. And hopefully the child doesn't get you. It's a safer way of like just not going balls deep into like the children, because those children can really just crack a punch.
You never want to
If
go
you
balls
are...
deep into the children.
Oh my god. I almost got it. I almost got like grabbed by the children. Child.
Close.
Whatever. Yep. Alright, let's turn on the generator so we can go to Otherworld. We're gonna get really spooky from there.
Yes. Most of Silent Hill is divided into two sections normally. You have the overworld and the otherworld. Right now, Joe is in the overworld school. He'll be entering the otherworld, which is what a lot of people know about Silent Hill. It's a very rusty area. And we'll be facing some new challenges there. Alright, there you go.
Not bad. Alright, so now, right, I think my objective right now is just to get 2 keys so I could escape from this area.
I believe so.
Yeah. I'm gonna take this card right here for opening a door.
You do also want to gather a few special items coming up, though, that will help you.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yes. Turning on my lights over here because there's gonna be 3 children who's gonna be walking around blindly.
And again, all these great children will have different methods which you can dodge them. There's manipulated strats, but you can also kind of go for it. You can be bold and run, and sometimes it works.
Alright, we're gonna head to the bathroom right now, or toilet. And we're gonna take the shotgun.
The standard bathroom break.
Okay, so we're gonna take this shotgun right here, and this shotgun is gonna be really crucial for the whole run. I think because we found like a new like out of bounds glitch like 4 months ago or 5 months ago, I don't remember. So we only have to carry the shotgun unless because the out of bounds is really inconsistent at the moment. So unless I screw up the out of bounds, I have to do the alternate way, which is to go for the boss, I think? Is it?
I think you can get it. We'll have
I
to
hope.
go over that trick more when it gets there, but it is something to keep in mind because it is probably the hardest trick in the entire game.
Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about quick turning. Quick turning is when you tap L1 and R1 together, but because there's gonna be like some frame issues or frame lag, Harry can actually just strafe to like the left or the right side if you just don't hit it like on point together. So what I do is that because there's some custom controls as well, Harry is going like on a run rather than a walk where you all got where you guys, if you play this casually, you always tend to walk and then you press square to run. I do that in reverse. So my square right now is walk, and I hold down square just to usually just to quick turn. And that's a safer way of doing it than just hitting both.
But yeah, it definitely makes a huge difference being able to have.
Oh god. I forgot about my stream. God damn it. No man. I think pinch is just.
You all good. You all good.
Oh, did I miss something? Oh yeah, I forgot about something.
You grabbed the shotgun ammo, right?
Did I? Yeah, I did. I did. I just forgot about the ball.
There you go.
The rooftop thing. Yeah.
Yes.
So I have to go to the rooftop right here and just like yeah. I was like, what am I forgetting? All right. So you have to look at this hole because this hole is. If you go to this hole right here and not look at the other hole, it's gonna be, very bad.
You have to learn how to do things. Also, right now, Joe is also taking the time on his menuing to make it more optimal. He's equipping the shotgun right now since he already had to go to the menu for the ball, and it just saves it later.
And also later, like there's a boss. There's a boss coming up later.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I forgot to turn off my donations.
Yeah.
I knew it. Pinch it. If you're out there, don't turn on. Don't donate anything.
Water flow, and that will release the key, which should bring Joe to the next section of the school here.
Yeah, we're just downstairs. We're gonna go and take the key.
There's also different routes you could take here, but this is by far one of the safest routes for this, to where you just do everything first and then you do the key last.
Alright. Come on, Harry. Harry could be just bad sometimes.
Alright, there you go, you got the key. And
now I wonder if I got hit. Did I get hit once? No, right?
I don't think you have yet.
Okay. Alright, now we're going to this area.
Yep, and now we're in the next area, and we're entering the end of the school. School's almost out, man.
Oh god, what is that? Why is my donations up? For some reason.
I could always go into Streamlabs and turn those off.
Yeah, I have to do it. I'll just do it when like the Valve puzzle comes. No worries.
Yeah, not a bad idea. There's also a few cutscenes coming up, but you got time. But yeah, we have to go down these stairs right now, and there's gonna be a valve puzzle. Normally, this puzzle is really just trial and error, but
this one I have to really just focus on this.
yes.
All right, I got it. Because
this
this puzzle is like okay, it's a really nice puzzle, but like because the room is really small, you have a really slight chance on like hitting it like on point. Normally for top runners, we can always like get it like 80% of the time, but like if you're trying to run this for the first time, I think movement is gonna be really crucial for yeah.
And we're just going to the you know what happens at the end of your average school day right now. You know, this happens every time I left school as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds about right. But yeah, this is
gonna
the interesting boss fight here.
Oof. You have to hit it 3 times.
3 times, and then a 2-shot inside the mouth. It destroys him.
I'm lucky that I got the first one on him because it was far away from him.
That was a very good fight, though. Oftentimes he will get bonked. They will take damage, but that was very good. 5 shots is ideal, and they're just all at once. Now we're leaving the school.
Goodbye, school.
Also, weirdly enough, you can entirely just forget this key here. The game's pretty,
yeah. Like they'll let you leave without the key, and like you have to go find the key if you don't like remember where the key's at. They will do this like a bunch of times. I think one in the hospital as well with later on with someone else.
They want to make sure you're paying attention.
Alright, we're out of school, and we are gonna go to the church because you heard bells. Harry Mason just hears bells, and like he was like, "What's that?" Oh, gotta follow it.
I thought it was just natural to always go to a church after going to school.
Of course.
Well, after that kind of school, anyway. Did you see that thing? It had a split head. Because his name was Split Head. But yes, there's some in-game cutscenes that Juo must activate before progressing, so if he does not do these, he'll be blocked off. There we go. We're also going to be hitting just more of the foggy street running, which pretty good part of the game. A lot of it does take place in that.
Okay, I'm gonna hope that I have like pretty decent RNG with these like 3 air screamers, or I just call them pterodactyls because they just look like pterodactyls to me.
I call them annoying because that's what they are.
They are annoying, of course. All right.
They absolutely target me when I do these, and it's awful. But
All right. Hopefully this one doesn't do anything.
He should.
Oh, he's flying. He's flying at me right now. Okay.
Let's hope he gets off here.
Ah, God damn it. Nope.
He got the hit.
Yeah, the second air screamer is gonna be really difficult to avoid. Like probably just like a half chance of avoiding it. And yeah, that's my first hit of the whole game. So getting damage in this game is kind of like easy, I guess. If you mess up like movement or you mess up anything and you get hit, it's gonna be like easier for you to like get damage, and like you would die even in easy.
Yeah, easy mode surprisingly hard in this game.
Yeah,
that was back in the PS1 era of gaming.
All right, we're in the church. There was some person just talking about gyromancy.
Gyromancy.
Yeah, it was foretold by gyromancy.
Just like this.
And then we pick up the key, the drawbridge key that we're gonna use in like maybe 30 seconds time. Yeah, we're gonna use that key in 30 seconds. And upcoming is the room that is like, it's one of the most difficult rooms. It's like the same as the valve room, which is like small and compact.
It's a very
and it's really hard to like maneuver. So I'll explain a little bit more if I get it like first try.
Yes, let's hope for this here. The valve room is very awkward for a few reasons. One, it's very small. Two, there's a very different amount of lag in that room, so your inputs are kind of delayed, more so than usual.
Oh my god.
The frame rate's very low, so it's not the easiest of rooms. It's also very awkward to hit everything, as you can see here.
Yeah, so the frame rate can go from like single digits in this room, where because like this game just runs in like 30 FPS. Several places where like the frame rate just drops dramatically. It just sucks a lot with movement.
That it does. And another thing I want to mention that Joe kind of touched on is a lot of the things that we are describing here. There's a lot of specific rooms that are much more difficult than other rooms. A lot of the tech in this comes from managing Harry throughout these rooms. Earlier we were talking about moving around the Great Children in a specific way because they're enemies that will grab onto you, and they're more annoying than normal enemies. And every single aspect of this game has to be manipulated to get the best times. And that's kind of just the nature of horror speedrunning in a nutshell.
So we're going to...
Too many tricks, but it's pretty fun.
Yeah, so we're going into hospital right now. It's the El Camila Hospital, I think. Is it? That's what it's called? El Camila?
I think so, and you gotta get your checkup.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we're gonna go and find out who shootings what.
Bullets in a
So
hospital.
we're gonna meet Michael Kaufman right here, and we don't really care about Michael Kaufman. Michael Kaufman is just like a side quest that we do in later in the game, but we're not gonna do that. Instead, later on, like we're doing like bad ending, right? Bad plus ending.
Yes, bad plus.
Yeah, that is the fastest. Yes.
There are a total of 4 endings in the game: bad, bad plus, good, and good plus. Bad
Don't forget
plus
UFO ending as well.
fastest, and UFO.
Yeah.
But this
And
is
we
sort
also
of,
met the incentive for UFO, so thanks to you guys, we're gonna see some ALMAs
are you doing the whole run or are you showing it off? Are you showing off the ending?
showing off the ending.
There you go.
Alright, so I'm gonna take this bottle and we are gonna go to this red liquid, and it's gonna be very useful later. Like probably almost at the end of the game, because we need to do
Yes.
a glitch in the game later on. And that is like the fastest like ending that we're gonna get, which is bad plus.
Fun fact about that glitch, I'll probably get more later, but there's some interesting history behind it in the whole just world of
Oh,
Silent Hill 1.
I'm gonna hope that I don't get like soft locked or crash in the glitch, because it can crash.
That's why you run the game on PS2.
Or just use an emulator. Alright, so we're up in the elevator, and hopefully I can get elevator movement good. Never mind. I messed that up already. Alright, second floor, third floor. Where are we going to this door? No, we cannot. Where do we go? Where do we go, guys? I don't know.
Another
What?
thing I
That's a
want to
fourth floor?
mention as well is whenever Joe is entering any of these rooms, you can see there's a little loading in between the room. Like right now, it's black, or possibly you might be seeing a different point of view. But whenever Joe loads into a room, there's a little bit of movement you can do right when you enter it. So he can start moving right before it begins, and it does save a lot of time.
Mm-hmm. So
But
right
yes, you
now,
mentioned.
yep. Right now, because we're in Otherworld in the hospital, I'm supposed to collect like four colored tiles for a puzzle.
Tablets.
I call them tiles because they're small.
That's fair.
One's in the toilet.
There's a lot of bathroom trips in this game.
Yeah.
Well, I guess these ones are actually plates now I think about it. I successfully sound to use tablets whenever I think puzzles.
We're picking up this blood pack because there's gonna be a tablet that's gonna be blocked off by some tentacle monster. Please don't block the way, thank you.
I thought we were just trying to stay hydrated.
Oh yeah. So that nurse can actually block the way. Let's see if this nurse doesn't grab me. He doesn't grab me. Um, like I said, there's a lot of RNG dependent on like the enemies only. Oh shoot! I pressed 2. God dang
I
it.
told you, you can just go back.
Never mind. Yeah, right.
Real question is, are you gonna go for the safety drinks?
Of course. Yeah. We're gonna go to the first floor anyways.
You gotta cash in on some nice sodas.
Mhm.
It's fun fact for anyone who's ever done this game casually and wants to live in the hospital. There are three health drinks in the first floor, and one
Oh
vending
god.
machines.
Can I just get this tablet? Thank you.
Oh god, that is an awkward one.
That's an awkward movement right there. So yeah, like I said, like in the beginning, movement is gonna be really like jank and stuff like that. But I'll manage. Alright, so I'm gonna go and take the last tile. But before I get the last tile, I need to get this lighter from this nurse. If I could go into the door. And hopefully this nurse doesn't block me along the way.
She's an awkward nurse.
Yeah. Alright.
She'll be bad on the way back, but it looks like it's working out. But yeah, the nurses are very sensitive to light, so if you are not careful, it will be bad. Also, this pass room Joe did, using the blood immediately just teleports you across the room and feeds the beast. We're not going to drink that blood, sadly. It's going to the beast guarding the Mad Hatter plate. Which, Alice in Wonderland puzzle.
Alright. This one's pretty easy. So puzzles in this game is all fixed. That's what I like about Silent Hill 1, because Silent Hill 1 has like all those fixed puzzles. Silent Hill 2, 3, and 4 have like all those RNG puzzles. God, why did I press my menu right there? Okay. So yeah, that's what I like about it. But the RNG comes in with all the enemies that's gonna come up. Alright, so next up is the nurse push. Hopefully I get it.
Oh.
Come on. Get out! Oh.
Nah, she didn't cooperate.
It's much more
Getting here.
like faster to. Oh god, can I just get the key? Thank you.
These nurses are not cooperating with you.
Yeah.
They're bullying you hard.
Oh, I don't want to get bullied, man.
No bully. Yeah, the nurses will be having a coming back in the later point in the game as well. It gets even worse then. Also, let's see if this nurse... She cooperated. That's good.
Yeah.
Those nurses cooperated.
That nurse
Those
can
ones-
actually like grab you.
Yeah.
Or
those
just
ones
go in
grabbing
front of
is
you.
bad. Because they're like right on blocking you.
Alright, so we're going to the basement right now, and we're going into a basement from a basement. But we have to use some stuff that we have in our inventory.
Like alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
And fire. You know, just the standard things to do in hospital basements. You start fires. Burn all the vines.
Two of my
Proper
favorite
procedures.
things.
Gotta get water. Stay hydrated, guys.
There you go. It's always a good idea. I had 3 bottles
Mhm.
next to me, they're all gone.
Hell yeah.
But yes, down here is the massive plot area. You're going to find out more of the story, and you must come down here to advance in the game. If you do not come down here, you do not get the key to advance.
I'm gonna move to the left right here. Moving to the left right here is much more like easier because there's a picture right in front. It's a picture of Alessa.
What's this?
And like if you touch the photo, it's gonna screw up your RTA, but it doesn't. It surprisingly doesn't screw up your in-game time.
But it is annoying.
Yeah, it's quite annoying. So that's why I just moved to the left, just to get the key.
And just more efficient. Although it looks like you're talking to the bed whenever that happens. Also, a little fun fact about the ammo, and this is going to help out with the routing. Since Joe is playing on easy mode, the ammo is going to natively...
Oh yeah,
be
the ammo is doubled.
Yes.
Yeah, the ammo is doubled. So in normal, right, you taking the shotgun shells for normal is like 6. In easy, they doubled it, so it's 12. And we only need... Oh god, please don't.
Oh god,
That's
the
a
dodge
weird...
is even worse.
Yeah, sure.
That's it, man.
Thanks. So it's gonna be doubled, and the total shotgun shells that I need is 30, including the ones that we had like earlier. Oh, this key
Was
is
I
really
doing?
annoying.
Yeah, it's not one of the fun ones.
Yeah, because there's a really small hitbox for the keys.
It's also not fun because Joe's about to hit my favorite part of the game, and
Oh
he's still
no!
at the antique shop.
Alright, so out of the hospital. Upcoming is the newly found Out of Bounds that came out like 4 or 5 months ago. And I really hate it. It's because it's very inconsistent, that's all I could say. And like hitting it like first try is gonna be hard. But I do have a backup plan.
How many attempts are you gonna give it?
4.
Yeah, I can do the mighty 6.
Should I?
4 is safe. 4 is a safe marathon.
Mm-hmm.
Because getting it is a very RNG dependent thing in a way. It can be manipulated, but it's not easy. Sometimes you get first try, sometimes you don't.
So basically like if I get it first try, it's gonna be really time saving for the whole entire run. But like because I have like limited amount of like hits I can get or grabs from the later
Right.
enemy.
There's only so
So
much damage
health
you
is
can
gonna
take
be a
before
key.
you die. Alright, here we go. It's coming. Once we get to the other
In like
world,
like 1 more minute.
yeah, about a minute.
Yeah.
We have some cutscenes to do. You gotta get some plots, and we're going to the streets otherworld. Now, what this normally happens, if Geo does not get the out of bounds, you'll see it happen. But there's going to be a section where you have to run through the town and make your way back to the hospital, but you'll have to encounter some things on the way.
Mhm.
Hopefully, we won't have to see it if Geo can land the trick. Because this trick will save about a minute and a half over not doing it. And
That's in-game time. That's in-game time.
oh yeah,
It will save about like 5 minutes in RTA, so
it's
I'm gonna
very
hope.
significant. All right, let's see if he gets it. And while you're doing that, I'll let you concentrate. The explanation behind this coming up is Juo needs to manipulate an enemy called the Romper, which is going to be this ape outside, into pouncing on him. but it must pounce on him in a very deliberate way. It needs to pounce on him right before a loading zone, and then Joe slides into the loading zone. By doing that, Joe will be able to slide out of bounds. It's a very weird mechanic, but let's see if he can get it.
First try, nope.
One of the issues is the romper won't always follow you, and if he doesn't follow you, you don't get it. If he jumps too early, you might not also get it.
Oh, come on.
I would say give it like 4 hits if you can, but don't spend too much time in a marathon setting.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for one more and then I'm done.
Alright. Yeah, it's not an easy one to get. It's a very difficult trick, and this has become the run killer for many people. And it's because your run is dependent on an actual ape.
I lost like a lot of PBs doing this run.
Yes.
Doing this part, yeah. Get in! Why won't you get in? Please, just get in!
But yeah, there's different ways of manipulating the ape coming in.
By
But it's not the
Maluthon.
easiest.
I'm going for
Probably
one
like
more.
one more shot if you want.
Oh my god. I didn't get it. Okay. I'm gonna do the alt way, I guess.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But
So the alt way is just
Right,
doing this part right here. So I'm gonna turn off my lights for the romper.
Alright.
And we're gonna go into Twin Feeler, which apparently I practice for this. If
Yes.
it doesn't work out. So what was supposed to happen is that once you get out of bounds, or if you hear like a crunch when you get grabbed or something like that, then like the out of bounds can happen, and it's a really cool out of bounds. I wish I could like show it off, but like I said, the out of bounds is really inconsistent, or like the romper RNG is really inconsistent, and it doesn't like do that all the time.
Normally,
Alright,
most
so
people take 1 to 6 attempts on it.
yeah, I wish I can show it off, man.
It happens. Anyway, we have the Twin Feeler fight. Well, we don't always see this too often, but it's going to be a caterpillar. And Joe is going to pop a cap in it.
Oh no.
6 to be exact. 2, 3.
Yikes.
Those are mistakes. Also, another thing as well, every time you put up the shotgun, you end up getting your ammo reloaded. On easy, they do not want you having the trouble of reloading a gun, because that's too hard for easy mode. So every time you pick up the gun, it automatically reloads to 6. And that's going to be extremely prevalent in the next boss fight. Twin Feeler, he digs underground, he's mostly annoying.
So I took the rifle right there because it's gonna be safer that way, and I need the rifle. Probably I do not need the rifle at all because later in the where is it? Nowhere? Yeah.
Yes.
I can take shotgun shells, but yeah, to be safe, I take the rifle anyways. So yeah, after here is like a dark run, so I can't really see anything at the moment. I guess you guys also can't see anything. It's really dark.
A lot of a high-end Silent Hill playing is in the dark because you avoid monsters this way. But yes, right after that one majestic boss fight, we're going to be having another majestic boss fight coming up.
Yeah, two boss fights in like 5 minutes. That's awesome in a horror game.
They normally expect you to take more time on it.
Yep.
But yeah, after running through the town, Joe is currently trying to make his way back to the
Hi,
hospital.
Bert.
Hey, look, there he is. And by going to the hospital, we'll have the next cutscene that will allow us to progress. Because Joe needs to get back to the overworld. Right now he's in the other world, and he cannot go to the end game until we're in the overworld. Again, it's balancing between the two sections.
You get to meet Lisa Garland.
She's
my Silent Hill 1 waifu. And then we just gotta get out of here.
Yep. And this next boss is actually one of my favorites in the entire game. He's a very specific fight. Hopefully Joe does well in it. He should have enough ammo. And ammo management is vastly important here.
Oh, yeah.
A few reasons being, one, if Joe just unloads all his bullets at once, a float stinger is actually going to be invulnerable to the shots. So Joe is going to have to make sure he dodges and shoots in proper time. It's a rhythm-based thing that is... You'll see how he does it. So by doing this every time he shoots, it's doing the full amount of damage, and it's very nice. Seeing the purple blood is what you want. If you shoot something and purple blood comes out, you've won, you're doing it right. Just remember that in the future. If you shoot a rock and purple blood comes out, you're doing this right.
Alright, 12 shots.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Definitely not a bad flow single fight.
I think the most I can get is like 15.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be really bad, but like I got 12, which is the good thing.
Shooting faster can do more damage, but it's riskier and you will be wasting more ammo that is necessary for the end game.
Also, I kind of strafed towards the stairs. It's because it's much more faster just to go towards the stairs.
Yes. It
And
carries your
upcoming,
position over.
yep. Upcoming next is sewers, and this is sewers and out of bounds are like one of the worst parts for me because in sewers that's really RNG dependent on
Yes.
the later enemy.
All gonna be based on their spawns.
Mm-hmm.
We have to hope the mantises are nice. The sewer mantis might body Juo here. Hopefully not.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the Out of Bounds is a really recent development. It's within this year, and it is insane. It was actually discovered entirely on accident, and it's just been saving a ton of time.
Shoutouts to Orphine and Aaron. Aaron's the world record holder for this game, and he kind of worked a lot on the Out of Bounds. And I came into Silent Hill speedrun like 6 months ago. So yeah, it really like changed a lot for the game.
Alright, Aaron did get.
Alright,
Wow.
so we're going to sewers.
Yep, and this section, light is definitely going to be prevalent here. It's going to be very dark, and we have to worry about the mantises. Now, these guys are very deadly because they do a ton of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see how we do. We have a few of them to dodge. We'll see how Juo does. So we are coming up on the first one right now.
Oh no.
Ooh.
This one doesn't cooperate. Alright.
Yeah, he's not being very cooperative here.
Yeah, usually the first one doesn't really cooperate that much.
Second one.
Oh god. Please don't.
Oh.
I thought he would be in like the center.
These are some rude dudes.
He's all the way at the side. My health is probably like a bit low. I think I only can get like probably like 2 more hits or something like that.
Yes. You will probably want to heal up at some point.
I'll heal up soon.
Yeah,
as long as I don't get like 2 more hits or 3 more hits.
Right. And the sewers are gonna have a few different areas, and then they have to make your way through. We had to grab the key, and now we're gonna have to go up and down, like up a ladder, and then just kind of go through the entire area to grab more keys.
Alright, going back. Hopefully these guys won't be
back is usually better.
Baddies. Don't be bullies, please. No, bully. They bully. Okay, I'm gonna do this right now. They bully me.
Yeah, you might need to heal. Yeah, that's some low health.
Yeah, they bully me.
The health is pretty generous in this game as well.
Well,
but
at least this one doesn't bully the next time around. So, RNG for praying mantises, I call them praying mantises, really difficult. You can get hit like 4 times. I got the really bad RNG one, so dudes don't like me.
Alright, up the first ladder, and now we're going to the second part of the sewers. We'll be going up and down.
Right.
And don't you guys worry, we will have a... Well, it's not coming up yet, but there will be another glitch coming up that's pretty damn fun.
Yeah, like I said, I hope that the glitch that I'm gonna show off later is gonna like not soft lock or crash my game. Yeah, I do.
Alright, perfect.
It's the save after the cutscene, so yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. This is why I run it on PS2 though.
Yeah, playing it on PS1.
You get legitimacy.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so as you can see, like I'm kind of like going into like the corner a lot because I don't want to get bumped into the gates. You can actually just get bumped into the gates just running like straight into it, or even just tilting yourself to like to the left or the right.
And bumping into them isn't the end of the world either, because even if you bump into them, you can still enter them.
Oh
Anyway, we
no,
have
more
Joe's
praying
friend, the
mantises.
Mantis.
Better run. Alright.
But yeah, now just making the way back, and Juo's almost done with the sewers. We have a few more sections here. The lighthouse is going to be a fun one. It's going to be some very specific movement to avoid enemies. We're going to have our friend the Romper come back, and that's the big ape from earlier that was botting the out of bounds trick.
Oh, I hate it. I hate them. Already.
Yeah, the Rompers are not kind. They're very, very bad. Even lore-wise, they're even worse than you think they are.
No, I got bummed. Dang it. Yeah, I can get bumped anyways, but whatever. So that's the sewers. We're gonna go into another sewers later on, but that sewers is very lenient. Like, it's very straightforward, not as confusing as the first one, but yeah. All right, so right now I'm just gonna turn off my lights because there's gonna be like a romper gonna be roaming around, which I don't want him to look at me.
I'm kind of like, I don't want it to happen. I'm kind of hoping you get the weird like romper attack where you just like leaps
Oh
over your
god,
head.
no.
I don't know what causes it. It doesn't really do that much damage, but the romper can just absolutely decide to leap over your head and it knocks you down. But he just like flies across the map. I never know what causes that. But it only happens when you run past him with the lights off.
Alright. So over here is the resort, right? Yeah, the resort is like where you do Michael Kaufman, or you save Michael Kaufman, but we don't want to save Michael Kaufman because
that's because we're doing bad plus.
Yeah, we're doing bad plus ending.
The main difference is there's two major parameters that will decide your endings. One of them is, I guess both of them are technically optional to do.
So like, yeah, so like if you save Michael Kaufman, right? You get good or good plus. If you no, yeah, if you save Michael Kaufman, you get good good. Is it good or good plus?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Or good plus, depending what you do
Yeah.
with the other one.
Then if you save Sybil, you get bad or bad plus. I'm gonna turn on my lights again right here.
Good is canon, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
I would really like to be good plus, but the game just isn't happy sometimes. But this game does have a canon engine.
Hopefully this bird doesn't do anything to me. He's just gonna fly. Oh god!
Random dog. Oh, did you get the random dog?
No. Oh yeah, I got the random dog, but
there he is.
I don't really care about the random dog. I mostly care about the bird because the bird is always the one who's gonna ruin my mood.
Yeah. Although I just love in this game, the dog's attack is just full-blown leaping at you. It's not trying to bite you. He leaps his body at you and then you die.
Alright, so now the fun part begins with the lighthouse.
The lighthouse run has very specific directions he has to move in. He has to be very concrete on where he's going. And there's going to be a lot of enemies that are going to be on the look for him. Rompers, air screamers, some of the worst enemies in the game. And Juo has to manipulate this area without lights for a lot of sections. So you'll kind of see a man running blind, and every now and again he'll kind of buffer the lights, just because it helps to see, but you can clearly see he's making sure he's running in a very specific way, because it is kind of a maze as well. They are wrong ways to go, and you don't want to go on those ways. Also, there's some very tight turns, and he wants to make sure he avoids everything. Because getting hit is bad for multiple ways. One, it wastes time, and two, being low health in the end game is not good. There's very minimal health in the end game, so he wants to stay as healthy as possible. There are about 2 sections I can think of off the top of my head that have safety health, but it's not that prevalent in the end game. Anyway, the lighthouse movement's kind of strange. Juo is going to be kind of manipulating his movement while going up, as you'll see. He can just keep running into the wall, and it works. It's very weird, because you might also run into the wall on accident. But the whole idea is you need to go up the lighthouse, and then down the lighthouse. After a cutscene. And then he is back down the lighthouse. And, let's see. Now, hold up. I'm still speaking, just to make sure my mic's still up. Not sure if anything happened. Not sure if Joe's still in the call, but hopefully he is. I hear myself. That's just me from what I can tell. Anyway, I'll narrate. Oh, there we go. He's back.
Am I back?
I was wondering what happened. That was
I don't know. My Discord just wanna spasm out on me. But
I noticed
I'm continuing the run. I'm continuing the run. Not leaving the run behind, not pausing it.
You see, that's the real horror of Silent Hill, being alone.
No, the real horror is that something screws up and you kind of screwed alone. Yeah, that's true.
I think
All
the
right.
real horror is going to be coming up in a moment here, because Duo is going to whip out a fun Easter egg, and I want to talk about this for a brief moment here, because there's some rich history behind this skip coming up. Duo's been going through the sewers, and the end of the sewers is going to be the amusement park. Normally, the amusement park has one of the toughest boss fights in the entire game, but there's a faster way of doing it, and Duo is going to be able to do that. It's going to be a skip that skip 1 skips the entire boss fight and is much faster. But the history comes from... The skip has always been known about, weirdly enough. I did a lot of Silent Hill 1 history, like, kind of taking. I looked at a lot of what made the run go, who was doing it back then, all the way back in the days of, what's the name of that one? Twin Galaxies. Back when it was on there.
Spawn.
So back all the way when the game came out, this skip was always known about, like this glitch.
Is this one spawn? This one spawn? Alright, let's see if the third one spawns. Please don't.
It's unlucky.
Okay, the third one doesn't spawn.
But yeah.
So there's gonna be like 3 enemies that can spawn. I'm alright with it. It's decent RNG. Yeah. Alright. Upcoming is a glitch.
I'm pretty sure the glitch is a dev like input, and I think the glitch is just best. Watch it for yourself, and it'll be pretty fun here. It's a relatable glitch. It's a very relatable. I can relate to what's gonna happen in a moment here. I think I do this at least once a day.
Alright, here's the glitch, guys.
And we'll describe more of the glitch after we showcase it.
Oh god, he's spazzing out.
Yeah, I do this at least like once a day. At least once a day.
So they changed Sybil to the Shadow Baby that I used the red liquid on. And it's kind of hilarious just looking at Harry just breakdancing like that.
Just phasing in and out. My favorite part just has to be the Sybil. Snap out of it. Wake up. Sybil. Snap out of it.
Wake up.
Alright.
Snap out of
Are we good to continue?
Sybil.
Go for it.
Alright. Hopefully I don't
crash, hopefully.
What
Please.
happened?
It's always worth watching that skip though, just watching Harry contort his body. That's the real horror of Silent Hill. Sybil,
okay, I didn't crash. Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
I
you're
didn't
good, you're
crash.
good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright, so the way that skip actually works while Joe is setting up for nowhere, that's gonna be the next level of the game. The skip works because they never expect you to talk to any enemy in the area. So talking to the Shadow Baby gives you the same input as talking to Sybil with that item. And by doing that, you skip the entire fight and immediately go to the end of it. And this is why Bad Plus is a faster category than anything else. Because you skip an entire boss fight. Normally, the bad ending requires you to kill Sybil, but this way you save Sybil, quote unquote.
So we are at the last area, and like about 5-6 minutes. No, I think 8 minutes is the end of the run. But like, yeah, gonna take this plier and screwdriver.
Yeah, nowhere is going to be the big joining of all the levels together.
Yeah, so they combine
Yes.
they combine school and hospital together, and the worst thing about this part is that you don't have a map in like nowhere, so you don't know where you're gonna navigate unless you speedrun this game, which I highly recommend. A lot of you speedrun this game.
It's a very solid speedrun game that has a rich history of horror as well.
Speedrun all the Silent Hill games is pretty awesome, except for 4.
Yeah, that one's a bit rough.
That one's bad.
There's a lot of RNG in it that's not very fun. But Jules gonna have to collect a total of about, I think it's 16 items? 16 or 17.
I don't know.
There's a lot of items.
I never
to
count.
A lot of rooms.
Alright. Puzzle room time. So, oh my god. Oh, I got it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot of these
I thought you
puzzles are
didn't.
going to be a bit rough here. This one is you have to match the amount of limbs each monster has. You're supposed to use the clues on the wall, but if you know the answers, you can just type them in. They don't change. And every single key he's going to grab here is going to lead him to another key. And the way you're supposed to figure all this out is there's clues lying around, or you have to kind of guess it based on the room. I actually don't remember how you're supposed to solve this one. You have to spell it alert.
It's the H backwards.
Ah, gotcha.
So like if you see like there's a board over there and it says like all the names and then the first letter of the name with like the oldest to youngest, it spells out alert. And Bible thump once more because we are not gonna see Lisa ever again, and this is like one of the best soundtracks in this game.
It is.
I love this soundtrack a lot. Bible thumb in the chat, please.
Rip in pieces. That's an F for respects right there, man. I'm gonna push F in chat right now. Or whenever that shows up.
Please. Okay. Got it.
But yeah, every single key is going to lead to another key, and that is going to advance the game.
I think I'm just gonna skip the rifle because it's gonna be like more time consuming. I don't care about it. I'm gonna just take this shotgun shells.
It should be enough. But in addition, we're gonna have a new enemy kind of in this area. It's going to be the Shadow Children.
Oh yeah, later.
And the Shadow Children are probably one of the toughest enemies in the game, although they don't sound like it.
Alright, light puzzle.
Alright, let's hope we get a good pattern here. It's very fun to watch someone do it fast. Let's hope he does it fast.
Oh no.
Not too bad.
Yeah. I messed on the second one, but yeah. The light puzzle is always fixed as well. You have to use like a camera or something.
Yeah, there's a camera puzzle. You can do both rooms, and I think one of them just gives you ammo and stuff. But one of them is story mandatory, and you have to get the key from it. Now, Juo, I really hope we don't get stuck here.
Yeah.
If you're not careful with your shots, you could potentially get stuck on the upcoming nurses. It does happen. I've seen it happen to
Me.
some runners in particular.
Yeah. I got stuck there because I was careless.
It was Juo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this area gives you 2 keys, so it's very important. And there's 2 types of keys. There's gonna be.
It's actually
puzzles,
one key. The ring is supposed to be for.
But it gives you another key.
Yeah. It's supposed to be for a fridge later on. But yeah. But cage key.
And yeah, everything here is actually determined to give you about 5 major symbols, which serve as the keys. But you have to get a bunch of keys to get those keys. So it's a big fetch quest of keys, and really that's the horror of Silent Hill. It's a glorified key ring. With fog. But yeah, in this room you have one of your Shadow Children and they do damage. Also, the one trap in the game that you can actually die to. Like, this is the lethal puzzle. The only lethal puzzle in the entire game.
Yeah, if you don't lock that up, there's gonna be like some tentacle monster who's gonna grab you and you die instantly.
And that is
it's the same like it's the same thing as like split hit. Like if you screw up that part for split hit, he can just chomp you up and you die instantly. There's a lot of monsters. Oh, jelly beans! We love jelly beans, and Harry doesn't even know how to open up jelly beans, but he can find a key in a jelly bean packet. So I don't know how that works.
Every time I've ever opened a bag of Skittles, I have to say I've done the exact same thing. I just rip it open, all of them fall on the ground, and an animal.
And then do you find a key inside it?
Nope.
Dang it.
I just kind of cry a little more each time. But we're almost done with the run. We are nearing almost the end. One more actual key. We have to turn off the
I need to turn on my lights for this one. So there's gonna be Shadow Babies who's gonna like try to get me.
And Shadow Babies do a ton of damage, and they grab you.
Yeah. So there's a lot of like, it's not really a consistent kind of like movement, I guess. Is it? I don't remember it being. Yeah. So it's really inconsistent on how like the Shadow Babies are gonna be like positioned. But this one, however, is all fixed. It's really consistent. Just turn on your lights and just run through it. You don't have to just turn off your lights, but you have to turn off your lights right here because there's gonna be like a few Shadow Babies who's gonna be around this area, and yeah. All right. One more time in off a little bit, and then we are
Entering the
almost
final
through.
boss.
Yeah.
It's coming fast. And the final boss used to be a lot tougher, but Jewel's going to actually do some manipulation that is going to end the final boss very quick. It should die in about 6 shots, roughly about, anywhere from 4 to 6.
Yeah, considering because I took shotgun shells, and I
Yes.
didn't really want to care about the rifle. It's like an alternate routing again.
It does a lot of damage, and the manipulations with it. We discovered that you do insane amounts of damage to the final boss while they're attacking you. So by manipulating the time and just fight in general,
Alright,
it's very fast. Let's see if we can get it. And
yo,
time will be
time
coming up at the end of the fight.
time will come when the girl just comes into frame.
Yeah, definitely call it when it dies.
Alright.
I have a bit of a latency here.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, stop.
There you go.
Whew, that's Silent Hill.
Not bad, man. Good run. Good run.
August Lab.
But yes, we're getting the bad ending, but you get to hear Daddy. So I mean, we all know whichever wants to hear Daddy from their daughter.
Daddy.
Daddy.
Bye, Daddy.
But yeah, so we'll see what Jewel got in in-game time. It's probably a 37.
Goodbye.
No, it's 34, 35.
Is it?
Yeah.
Huh? Not bad. You got me. I haven't played this game in a while. Oh, you might be my run beat. I might have a good feeling on 35 though. The out of bounds is a bit rough.
Can't leave like
So after this is
What's happening?
after this is UFO ending. I'm gonna show off UFO ending, just the end of it. Yeah. So I'm gonna explain a little bit more about the UFO ending. So, in this part as well. So UFO ending, to get UFO ending, you have to do good plus, and after doing good plus, there's a next sphere like normal or hard. You have to do next sphere, and you have to collect a channeling stone, and then use the channeling stone for 5 different locations that could summon aliens. And then the last part is the lighthouse, and you have to just summon the aliens just to get a UFO ending. And the UFO ending is just weird. I don't know how people would find UFO endings anyways.
Carefully. I just know they have a banging soundtrack, and we're gonna listen to it.
Alright, so 3506.
35 a second. Hey, not
Yeah.
a bad run for missing the
Yeah.
out of bounds like 4 times.
Yeah. So my PB is a 3143 with the out of bounds, but without the out of bounds I do not know, but
Oh,
yeah.
God, I got a 33. My run sucks.
You should come back soon. Alright. UFO ending incentive.
Here we go. I hope you guys are ready for the tasty jam.
The soundtrack is pretty awesome, honestly. Like literally awesome if I could move correctly.
I think that's one of the reasons why Silent Hill was liked a lot more in some areas than Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm.
Especially Silent Hill 2. But in this one, it's gonna be a pretty fun ending. I definitely recommend you guys turn up
Alright,
the
here,
audio.
here it comes.
I'll be quiet during it.
What?
There they are.
Sorry. Let me ask you, have you seen a little girl around here? Short, black hair.
that is it.
You forgot the best part though.
So yeah, that is UFO ending. So that's the incentive. And here's the soundtrack.
There's the credits though.
It's credits, so amazing.
There it is. Dude, this song, that's a banger, man. Really, this should be the soundtrack for like every single game that's ending.
Alright. While this soundtrack is going, I want to give like big thanks to everyone who's coming by to watch the stream. You guys are amazing. I want to say thanks to Slower because he's the one who wanted me to run Silent Hill for the marathon. I want to give like a huge thanks to that. Shout out to all my viewers as well. Like, you guys are amazing. And I couldn't have done it without you all, even though you guys are a bunch of idiots in the chat. So yeah.
Wait, what's coming up next? I don't know.
Coming up next is Piku Fighter with Lara Croft Go. So stick around for that one.
Not bad, not bad. Yeah, that's pretty
And
fun catching that.
I should be ending when this soundtrack ends as well. It's a pretty cool soundtrack. Also, huge thanks, I forgot, huge thanks to Mr. Dice is right here. Go check out his channel. He does all the horror speedruns and it's pretty amazing.